and welcome to part 5 of this ongoing series of Dragon Ball home video stuff. In my last part, I left off looking at my movies, my steelbooks, and now on to my Dragon Ball DVDs. First off, you got the season sets here, but first I will talk about this one. This is the first Dragon Ball DVD I ever owned. Shortly after I got the Mystical Adventure VHS tape, I found this at a Best Buy, and I was really excited to find it because I had never seen Dragon Ball the TV show. This is when Funimation first started dubbing Dragon Ball, like back in '95 or '96. So it's not the Toonami version that you're familiar with Stephanie Nadolny as Kid Goku. It's different voice actors, still produced by Funimation, but this is very, very heavily censored and edited. It's very Saturday morning cartoon, kid friendly version of Dragon Ball. But regardless, I used to watch it a lot as a kid, just because I was so excited because it was Dragon Ball. I'd never seen Dragon Ball, and I was just really excited to get this. And I do remember watching these DVDs a lot when I was younger. You know, really bad English dub. Like I said, it's almost like a completely different show, this version of Dragon Ball. It's so censored and edited, and it really, really inaccurate English dub. Yeah, not really much I can say about this. It's the first time I ever saw Dragon Ball as a kid. It contains the first 13 episodes. The Saga of Goku. I remember, they were talking about. Yeah, it includes interactive game. Yeah, all it is, it's this stupid trivia game, full of questions, really like obvious questions. Like even if you know a tiny little bit about Dragon Ball, you should be able to get them right. Like I don't know, what does Goku have to look at to transform into a giant ape? Is it a pot of water, B this, C that, or D of the full moon? Like something really stupid questions and. Stuff like that. One thing I do remember about this more than anything is the soundtrack. The intro, opening theme song. It's so cheesy, and man, do I love it. I mean, if you've watched my videos, you know I love me some cheese. I love cheesy, campy things, and boy, does that this version of Dragon Ball. I got it out, the soundtrack for this version of Dragon Ball. I found this in an FYE like a year ago, I think, and I'm like, what? I never knew they came out with a soundtrack for this version of Dragon Ball. Yeah, the opening theme is awesome. I actually know it word for word because I watched it so much as a kid. And this is the only Dragon Ball Z, any kind of soundtrack that I own. For some reason, I've never really been that into collecting soundtracks. I need to get more of them, though. I don't know where I'd put them, but yeah, I do enjoy the soundtrack. Like I said, it's very kiddie, Saturday morning cartoony version of Dragon Ball. Pretty interesting, But this is super nostalgic for me. I did love this. I always loved these DVDs, and even when I got Dragon Ball, I didn't have the heart to get rid of these. I just have too many memories watching these DVDs. Terrible, inaccurate English dub and cheesy music, but I love it. I love it. Man, just so many memories with this. I love it. And now on to Dragon Ball, the season sets. I remember, I can't quite remember if they were finished with the orange bricks yet, but I remember reading something about Funimation finally releasing Dragon Ball on season sets, because I'm like, oh yeah, I think they had the Dragon Ball Z season sets and they had the GT season sets, and I'm like, man, wouldn't it be awesome if we got Dragon Ball? Because at the time, I'd never seen all of Dragon Ball. I watched it when it came on Toonami, and I was really excited when it started coming on Toonami because I'm like, yes, finally, Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. Like, I wanted to see more of Dragon Ball. And then I heard the announcement that they were finally going to start releasing Dragon Ball season sets, because apparently Funimation didn't have the rights to the first 13 episodes anymore. Like, I think Lionsgate had the rights to it. I think that's what I read. And Funimation finally got the rights to Dragon Ball, and we finally got Dragon Ball season sets. And we moved during Dragon Ball's run on, you see all the DVDs look the same. We moved during its run on TV, and I think I got up to the King Piccolo arc, I'm wanting to say. And after that, I didn't get to watch the rest of it. Unfortunately, I was really disappointed, and I didn't watch the rest of it until I got these season sets. So I was really happy to finally watch the rest of Dragon Ball in its entirety, all 153 episodes, and I loved it. I love Dragon Ball a lot. I haven't watched it in a while, but I really enjoyed it. I watched the entire series in English. I love Stephanie Nadolny's Goku. I'm a big fan of Stephanie Stephanie Nadolny's work. I think she's a fantastic voice actress. I don't know why people give her so much flack, like smoker voice and her rasp and this and that, but the same people that say that seem to be fine with Masako Nozawa, and I'm like, well, the way I see it, they're like, oh, kids don't really sound like that. They don't sound like they have a smoker's voice. And I'm like, it's a cartoon. Chill out, I liked it. I liked her performance. And then I watched the series again in Japanese, and I love Masako Nozawa's Kid Goku. Really great performance. Everyone, I love both the English and Japanese versions of the show. I really, really enjoyed Dragon Ball a whole lot. I was really excited. I bought these as they came out. I think I got these all on Amazon. So yeah, that's my place right there, Amazon and eBay. I was able to get these for pretty cheap. And I keep hearing rumors about a Dragon Ball Dragon Box. That'd be really cool if we could get one, because apparently, I don't know, people say that these Dragon Ball season sets are slightly zoomed in, the picture. And I've seen screenshots, and I guess, yeah, it is a little zoomed in, but it's not that bad. Nowhere near as bad as the Dragon Ball Z season sets. But I really love these. I really, really love these. They don't have any cool, exciting extras on them, but I mean, you do get the entire series of Dragon Ball on these season sets. Let's see. As you can see, there's really nothing too exciting about the DVDs. I always did like these little booklets that came with the season sets. I always did love them, because I could be like, if I ever want to watch a certain episode, or I don't know, it's just somewhere in the series, you get little character bios, hero profiles, enemy profiles, and then you get little episode summaries. If I can freaking find it. Here we go. Episode summaries. It tells you, what episodes are on it, and little summaries of the episode. Goku's doll. That was a weird episode. So, I could just look up what episode it is, and then I could see which disc it actually says on the discs, like, episode 151 through 153, and I always enjoyed that. I thought that was a really neat, very convenient little thing. I did enjoy the Dragon Ball season sets. It's the first time I've ever seen the entire series. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And, oh, you know what I didn't mention? You know what I did not mention about these? And I totally forgot. This not only included the first 13 episodes of Dragon Ball, it also contained a movie. It says episodes 1 through 13 plus full-length feature. And I'm like, full-length feature? What's that? Excuse me. It has a Curse of the Blood Rubies on here. As I said in one of my other videos, when Funimation got the rights to the first 13 episodes of Dragon Ball, they also got the rights to Curse of the Blood Rubies. And this is the first time I have ever seen the movie uncensored, unedited, all of that good stuff. Because this version, much like, the TV episodes, it was a very heavily censored, heavily edited, kid-friendly version of that movie. So this was the first time I ever got to see Curse of the Blood Rubies uncensored, which was pretty cool. I really like it. But yeah, that I forgot to mention that. It also, it comes with the first 13 episodes and the movie. These don't contain any of the Dragon Ball movies. It's just straight up, the show, like episode 1 through 153. And I really liked it. I really enjoyed the fight with Goku and Tien in the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament. That was like one of my favorite fights of the series. Goku versus Jackie Chun was awesome. I love the fights in this series. I really, really love the World Martial Arts Tournament in Dragon Ball. I love it. Just really, really cool. Great animation, great fight choreography. Just, I love it. I love the part where Goku's fighting Tien, and he had Tien in the freaking like walls of Jericho, and Tien grew those 4 arms, and so like Goku, he's doing the walls of Jericho, and simultaneously Tien's like trying to choke Goku out. Like I just thought that was like really funny. I always found humor in that. And his fight with Piccolo Jr., or just Piccolo, as he just later became known as, that was an awesome fight. That part where he does that mouth blast through Goku's chest, and it's like, that was awesome. I was like, oh, snap. I love Dragon Ball. Like, it was really... Dragon Ball doesn't get nearly as much attention as Dragon Ball Z, and I wish it did. You know, Funimation, they always go crazy releasing so many different versions of Dragon Ball Z, and I'm like, where's the love for Dragon Ball? I love Dragon Ball. You know, it's... I don't know. Dragon Ball Z is my favorite of the trilogy. Like, when we're talking Dragon Ball Z, and GT, Dragon Ball Z is my favorite. But Dragon Ball, I don't know. So I do enjoy that it's... There's not copious amounts of filler in it, and it just seems to, you know, get to the action a little faster. And it does have filler, but it's, I don't know, it's interesting filler. I do enjoy it. I've watched the show, and I've read all the manga as well. And I really enjoy Dragon Ball. I really loved these season sets when they came out. Would I buy Dragon Ball again if they came out with Dragon Ball Dragon boxes? Probably. You know, these season sets, they do not contain the last time and next time episode previews. I think they only have English title cards, which for some people that's a big turnoff when it comes to buying Dragon Ball on DVD. They want their, you know, original Japanese title cards. It doesn't really bother me that much, honestly. I was just happy to finally have Dragon Ball. You know, it was the one series that I didn't own, so I was really, really happy to get these. And I really like the kind of sky blue background, and, you know, of course, the spines, if you put them together, form Dragon Ball. I thought that was kind of cool, but I also thought it was kind of not cool, because in order to, you know, put the spines together to form the Dragon Ball logo with Shenron in the back, it looks awesome, but you have to take the slip covers off, and I don't know, I kind of don't like that, because it's like, well, what am I supposed to do with my slip covers? You know, they're all there, and I just leave them on. But, okay, hold on, let me try to... Oh, God. Hold on, I gotta put the camera down for a minute. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. But if you put all the spines together, that's the image you get, Dragon Ball with Shenron in the back. But like I said, in order to do that, you have to take all the slip covers off. And I kind of don't like that. I just thought that was kind of a goofy packaging design. But whatever. Yeah, that is the Dragon Ball season sets. I love them. Love them, love them. And if they do come out with Dragon Ball Dragon boxes, I'll probably pick those up too. But I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon. Funimation seems pretty occupied with re-releasing Z over and over and over again. So, but that's Dragon Ball right there. I'm approaching. I'm like 13 minutes now, and as you know, I can only upload videos like 15 minutes long. So in my next video, I will go over the most controversial, by far the most controversial release of Dragon Ball Z ever, and that is the much despised Orange Bricks. Yeah, so that will be my next part, and I'll see you then.